My mom was laying in a bed decomposing for 5 days. It was very selfish, a very selfish act.
The death of a Grand Rapids woman went unreported for 5 days while her boyfriend slept in the very next room. No new legislation is making its way through Lansing. I should say it is making its way. A direct response to the story that we first told you about in February, this to make something like that illegal. Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker was in Lansing today, where he spoke to the lawmaker who is pushing for the law.
It was a death in January on Grand Rapids' northwest side that prompted Senator Tonya Schuitmaker to propose the so-called dead body bill. Lisa Sasan was 43 when she died in her apartment of an apparent drug overdose, a death her boyfriend didn't report. Instead, he stayed in the next room for 5 days. That death wasn't reported until her daughter found the body. The daughter was shocked to learn there were no laws against not reporting a death. And county prosecutors say the case may be the first of its kind in this county. Schuitmaker says the legislation would make it a misdemeanor to fail to report a death. But it would be bumped up to a felony if the person who failed to report it did so while committing another crime, such as cashing the victim's Social Security checks.
There's been a couple of cases where the prosecutor, it's kind of shocked the public conscience. There's no crime for failing to report a dead body, and so it's important from a public policy standpoint to have a law that addresses this.
Now, this legislation is expected to be taken up by the Senate Judiciary Committee on Tuesday. We'll continue to follow its progress through the legislature.
Ken, thank